Yeah, fortunately nothing too severe. We do have some high wind warnings for the Wasatch Front. We've talked about those. We're going to show you those again as well. But look at the time lapse. Price, we've had some moisture roll through the area. There's an area of low pressure impacting the entire state, bringing waves of moisture on through. Nice to see some of those rain shafts, some of the shower activity. We've had some lightning across the state today as well. But overall, it's been a pretty nice day. Warmer temperatures across the state. Hal McConnell showing off the Tooele sunset this evening. Peggy Sorensen in the Woodland Hills area. Boy, just on fire across parts of the state this evening. Marlene Crutcher in the Mill Creek area showing off, she says, spring and winter. We've got spring at the bottom of the screen, of course, still some snow, a good amount of it with this last weekend storm in our higher elevations. The Colonial Flag, you see we've got some breezy conditions across the Salt Lake Valley, stronger winds to the north of us. Almanac today showing temperatures getting closer to average. We weren't quite there. 64 degrees was the high today in Salt Lake. 70s now our average high. Sunset tonight was at 8:33. Love these late sunsets, record high 87. Not quite that warm, but we are going to see temperatures close to 80 as we get into next week. It's going to take a little while to warm back up. Reason being, we have an area of low pressure still in place. So this is the upper level wind futurecast. You can see a ridge of high pressure up in the Pacific Northwest in portions of the Gulf of Alaska. We've got that trough of low pressure generating this counterclockwise rotation. This is what's bringing moisture into the area and generating those easterly winds across the Wasatch Range here in northern Utah. And it's a pretty slow moving storm system. So these high wind warnings that are impacting the Wasatch Front in place through tomorrow at noon. But as that storm system takes a while to get out of here, it still will generate some strong easterly winds, not quite strong enough to merit the advisories, but it's going to be blustery into Mother's Day weekend. High pressure then takes over as we get into early next week. Could get a bit of a clipper storm, a trailing trough on Tuesday across northern Utah. Might generate a few showers, but all in all, much improved conditions into next week. All right, the wind alerts that are still in place. This includes Cache Valley, eastern Box Elder County. We've got Salt Lake Valley in this as well. These are wind advisories, generally 25 to 35 mile per hour winds expected through about midday tomorrow. Could see gusts up to 55 miles per hour. The high wind warnings, again, for areas of Weber and Davis counties, gusts to 65 miles per hour. Some models even showing we could see stronger wind gusts up to closer to 75 miles per hour, primarily from Farmington Canyon area or Park Lane as we get into late tonight and early Friday morning. Impacts possibly to your commute, especially if you're pulling a trailer or high profile vehicles. You really get pushed a lot by Mother Nature as those strong wind gusts move through. Futurecast then showing the trough of low pressure down to the southwest of us. It slowly moves back towards the east as we get into the weekend, so continuing to generate a chance for some isolated to just a slight chance of showers for the valleys. The best chance of any moisture will be over the higher terrain. I know Futurecast looks pretty ominous as far as wet weather potential. I think we'll mainly see clouds and again those blustery winds. Into Mom's Day, this is 8 o'clock into Sunday. We'll see drier conditions, I think, with a chance of some moisture lingering across eastern Utah. All in all, accumulation potential, not showing too much more moisture, a few hundredths of an inch here and there, maybe a tenth of an inch in Vernal. St. George, then a slight chance for showers, upper 70s for highs on Friday, partly cloudy skies. Partly cloudy again on Saturday. Should see more sunshine on Sunday for Mom's Day. 87 in St. George, looks phenomenal. 92 on Monday. In the low 90s, which is average high temperatures for next week. Plenty of sunshine, some breezy winds though throughout much of middle of next week. Slight chance of showers for the Wasatch Front on Friday and Saturday. Temperatures climbing, however, with that southerly flow that's going to be in place. Getting some of that wraparound moisture, though, generating some clouds. Look at Mom's Day, mid-70s with mostly sunny skies. Doesn't get much better than that. Above average temperatures. Upper 70s, not quite to the 80-degree mark. We dropped some on Tuesday with that trough to the north, maybe an isolated shower. We start to level off again Wednesday, Thursday. Could continue to climb, though, into next weekend.